I understand how hard you try to do this. I understand how hard you try to do that. I understand how hard you try to get to where you want to be and accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. Well, I'm here to tell you today that trying don't work. Why trying don't work is because when you try to do something, that means that you're you still leaving space to not get the job done. Because when you try to do something, in my opinion, you're not giving your best effort. Just do. Today, I present to y'all the second episode of Words to Never Say. The word for today is try. This word right here is even worse than overwhelmed, in my opinion. I used overwhelmed last night because I was feeling a bit occupied throughout the day and occupied throughout the night. Hell, I'm kind of feeling like that tonight, but I'm not about to do the same word. But try is number one on my list because I just feel like when you try to do something, I'm gonna do this every time I say try. I feel like when you try to do something, you're not executing how you're supposed to. That's like saying, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get up at 5 a.m. versus saying, oh, tomorrow I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. You don't hear the certainty, like you don't hear the difference in the certainty in those two sentences. The first one, when you trying to get up, that means you're gonna leave space to still stay in bed. Versus when you say, oh, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m., you're leaving no exceptions. You're not making no excuses for yourself. You're going to do what you say that you're going to do. You're more likely to do the thing versus trying, right? And for y'all who try, I say, man, try harder. If you're going to use that word, try harder. And even when you try harder, you still not doing because all you doing is just, I just feel like it's such a sorry word to use, you know, because you're just not giving your all when you quote unquote trying. Like that's, as a kid, I love to use that word. I'm not going to keep saying, I'm not going to keep on being repetitive about it. But as a kid, I love to use that word. I love the idea in my, like, it's what made me comfortable. Like, oh, at least I tried. Like, come on, man. You can do better than that. You could, how about you execute? How about you give your best? How about you put your foot down? How about you stand on 10 toes and come with your A game? How about you stand on business or business? For y'all who can't understand me, how about you leave everything on the floor and leave nothing on the table? You know, because I know the things that I'm going to do in this world. I know that I'm going to become a millionaire. I know that I'm going to accomplish so many goals that I have. I know that I'm going to put my parents in a position to where they don't have to work again. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm going to do that. I'm standing on that. And that's the difference between the people who win and the people who don't. When you made up your mind, like you leaving no room. Not saying you're not leaving no room for error, but like damn near, like you have to will your way through this life, man. You can't just lollygag and say that, oh, I did my best. Nah. Because did you really execute? Did you really represent the kingdom of heaven? Did you really represent excellence? Or did you just represent someone who half-assed it and claimed that they gave it their all? Because I feel like that you did the second option, if you want me to be honest. You know. And y'all, today was a hell of a day. Y'all know I always gotta give y'all a little recap of what I did for the day, man, because I be out of it. Like I don't even want to say I'm tired, because that might be another word that I'm gonna stop using. Cause I just feel like with certain words, man, like I feel like it's genius to bring y'all this series, because our vocabulary, the words that we say, and y'all know this. I'm not teaching y'all, it's nothing new under the sun. I'm just reminding y'all that certain words that you say really have power over your life. Really take a step back and realize how do you talk to yourself? What are the thoughts that go through your head? Really break down your vocabulary and see what words is hindering you from getting to that next level. Not even just accomplish everything you want to accomplish, but just getting to the next level. Just getting from point A to point B, or point D to point E. Wherever point you at, you feel like you are at, wherever alphabet you feel like you're in your life, what is it going to take to get to that next alphabet? Or that next number from 4 to 5, or that 9 to 10, wherever you at in your life. Like, what is it going to take? What I'm telling y'all, the thoughts that we think and the words that we say, especially the words that we say, because the thoughts that you think, that's powerful as hell too. But if you still have control over what you say, you really can't. You can reprogram your mind. That takes time though, but you have control over what you say right now. You know, your subconscious mind, you really don't have no control over that right now. Your subconscious mind was built from the time that you were a kid. We grown adults now. That's years and years of programming. But what you say right now to yourself and what you actually feel, that's what's going to manifest into your life. You can reprogram your subconscious mind. That's going to take a while. But what you say to yourself today, let's say, for instance, in my mind, I'm a pretty optimistic person, but let's just give an example of a pessimistic person. Let's say in their mind, I'm ugly. Even though they can be the most, for a woman, they can be the most beautiful woman in the world. For a guy, they can be the most handsome guy in the world. No diddy. I'm just, I'm just being real. They can, other people might view them as people that haven't conditioned them, because if you feel like you ugly, somebody had to tell you that in order for you to really just feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So imagine somebody else outside of the person who condition your mind in that way tell you that you're handsome or you're pretty. You're not going to believe that, because your subconscious mind is stuck on you being ugly, right? That's what people told you when you was growing up. But if you tell yourself in the mirror, you really look at yourself, you be like, man, you know what? I look damn good. I'm handsome. Ugly? Man, stop it. Where? Ugly where? I got a nice smile. Hair be on point. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice beard going. I'm fly. Ugly where? Tell me, ugly where? If you really take a step back and you observe yourself a bit, instead of letting other people observe you for you, that's when your life changed. That's when when you tell yourself who you are, that's when you start having control over your life. So I don't digress, because I have a lot to do with the series. I'm just breaking down on why I'm really doing this series. But yeah, man, y'all need to stop saying the word try, for real, because that's cutting the effort that you could really be putting in, versus if you're determined, if you made up in your mind that you're going to do the thing, versus trying. Like, trying just take away so much energy. You know what I'm saying? So put y'all foot down, man, and really, like, put the pedal to the flow for real, and drop your nuts and really do it. Fuck trying. And I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow.